on, let's play Monopoly. Cash, fun, and ritzy property.
Rich Uncle Pennybags is the mascot of the game called Monopoly. He has been described as an old man with a moustache who wears a morning suit with a boatie and a top hat. In large parts of the world he is well known additionally or exclusively as the Monopoly Man or Mr. Monopoly. Monopoly is a game that has been played in many countries around the globe. So many of you must be thinking, what has this Monopoly got to do with the heading of this video? To many of us, capitalism has been seen as the breadbasket in job creation, while many of us at the same time think that capitalism is nothing more than the exploitation of people, making a handful of people rich. Therefore, I want to share with you 3 different definitions of the Monopoly game that has striking similarities in the real world of today. So let's begin with the Monopoly game we all know. Bearing in mind, let us not forget the similarity the rules of this game has and how this game impacts on the real world. You are playing the Monopoly board game. After each trip around the board, you pass go and you collect 200 Rand, buying and trading properties and developing them into houses and hotels. Players collect rent from their players with the goal of driving them into bankruptcy. Money can also be gained through chance or community, chest card and tax squares. Players can land up in jail, which they cannot move from until they have met one of several conditions. In essence, one could explain capitalism to be exactly that. It is pretty self-explanatory. In the next definition of the game is somewhat of a different definition. Most right-wingers would explain the following to be that of a leftist. You are playing the Leftist Monopoly board game. After each trip around the board, you pass go. If you are the leader, you must give up one piece of your property to the one with the least. The same goes for hotels. Instead of collecting 200 Rand, you pay 35% income tax to be split among the other players. Soon, no one is buying property, houses and hotels. Eventually, everyone quits trying and waits for someone to pass go to get their handout. Again, no further explanation was needed to what was said in this definition. In the third definition, it speaks of a game called the capitalist monopoly, and in this definition it speaks in huge volumes of the truth, a truth so many of us have ignored for a long time. You are playing the capitalist monopoly board game. After each trip you pass go and collect 200 Rand and put it into a savings account, buying and trading properties and pushing entrepreneurship into each of them. Players are then offered the opportunity to buy the business from the entrepreneur. Money can also be gained through chance and community, but you donate your earnings into entrepreneurship and to encourage the youth for employment. Eventually everybody wants to play the game because of the rewards it has to offer. So to end off in conclusion, of the 3 games being mentioned here, which one of the 3 games would you want to play?